He stopped mid-step. Not because he heard anything, not because someone called his name. He just stopped and looked up. The window was there. Second floor. Dark glass. Nothing behind it that he could see. But something inside it was looking back. Not a reflection. And not his own face staring out. It was something else. Someone else. Something he thought had stayed buried. And the moment he recognised it, his chest tightened, his breath caught, and suddenly he couldn't move. That was 15 years ago, and he's never walked the streets since. If you stay long enough in the old pubs around Calderdale, someone will mention it to you. Not straight away. It's usually later, when the evening softened a little, when the noise drops, when somebody says something half serious and someone else goes quiet. That's when it tends to appear. Not the window, the story. And they call it the window that looked back. And the strange thing is, it's never told the same way twice. One man swore that he saw it in Hebden Bridge, a narrow shop front near the river. An old woman in Halifax said no, it appeared above a ginnel, off one of the steep streets near Peace Hall. And someone else claimed it was a mill window. High up, third floor maybe, seen glowing late at night, years after the building closed. And if you ask where exactly, people struggle. Not pretending. They genuinely can't settle it. The road changes. The corner shifts. The building no longer fits. And some go looking for it afterwards. Most don't find anything. Just wet streets, dark glass, their own reflection, following them home. Because that's part of the story too. You can't search for the window. The window finds you. That's the part that people say quietly. Usually when your mind is somewhere else, walking home after bad news, after an argument, after a funeral, after doing something that you're trying not to think about. Or sometimes, after the one decent thing that you ever did and no one else remembers anymore. And that's the part that people never agree on. Whether the window comes to punish you or return something to you. But every version says the same thing. You stop walking, you look up, and for a moment, something inside the glass looks back. Not a ghost, and not exactly a person either. Just something that's impossibly familiar. A moment, a face, a vision of yourself. Someone you failed, someone who loved you, a thing that you carried for years that nobody else could see. And whatever appears there, people say it hits with a force that leaves them standing still in the street. Not frightened, not screaming, quiet. That's what people remember most. The quiet afterwards. A man in Hebden supposedly walked straight back into a pub, white as paper, and he finished his drink without speaking. A woman in Halifax, she missed her last bus home because she stood staring at an upstairs window for nearly 10 minutes. And someone else said that their grandfather saw it after the war. Would never explain properly. Only ever said, It knew, and nothing more. And over the years, the story spread. Different streets, different windows, different people, but always the same feeling that somewhere in these valleys, between the mills and the terraces and the wet stone roads, there's a window that appears only when it needs to. And if it ever finds you, you won't see what you want. You'll see what you were avoiding, or perhaps what you'd forgotten was still there. And that's why people still tell the story, quietly, usually later in the evening, when the rain touches the glass outside and nobody much wants to look directly at the windows anymore. This has been Giles Narrates, and around here, some reflections are older than mirrors.